Hi everyone, we're live at Epic headquarters. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
We're really happy to be back and be working on the game again. We had our first meetings about what we're going to be working on for the coming year. And how did everybody's holiday go? Did you do anything fun?
Stayed home.
Stayed home.
I played a lot of
staycation.
UT with people.
Yeah.
Yep, I played UT. Played some other video games. Did you play any games, Pete?
Played Black Flag and a little bit of UT dev on
Yep.
the side.
I played on a server in Germany, and I was really surprised that I actually got some frags, because that code seems to be coming along quite well.
Yeah. I wrote UT code instead of playing games when I had free time. So.
He's making us feel bad. But I talked to you guys too. Got some posts up on Facebook and everything. Tried to stay in contact with you. Stayed on IRC most of the time. So yeah, it was a nice break, but really glad to be back. And thank you guys for buying the Unreal Tournament shirts. This shirt right here did really well on the store. So thanks for buying them when they were on sale. We'll try to get some more sales so you can get some more. And that's epic.gm/UT store. You can get this shirt. We're looking to get more merchandise on the store over the next year too, and looking for some shipping options for people in Europe, because I know right now it's a little bit out of control. So. And also over the holiday we got a lot of feedback about the HUD.
Just a little.
We heard some things that you liked and that you didn't like, and so thank you for talking to us about that. And it's a work in progress. Thank you for
bringing it up in almost every game I played in.
And every game I played in too. So yeah, but we're happy to hear what you guys think, and it's a work in progress. And we'll keep working on it, and we'll keep giving updates. So I'm going to turn it over to Pete. Pete is going to talk about UT stats. So I posted a picture of what the stats look like right now, and it's kind of boring and bland.
Yes. Let's bring up the stats viewer over here.
Oh, and we have Zach's stats.
Yeah, we have Zach's stats. His ELO could use a little massaging here.
Yeah, look at that KD, man.
Yeah, I think I played on his account for a while, so KD is a little low. So these are all just kind of a rough cut. I tried to get as much stuff as I could just to try to give everybody the idea of what was going on. I got his last 5 aliases. We've got his KD for most weapons. And then we've got match history, which really needs a pass, but tells you your game mode, tells you the team score, tells you who was there, flag caps, that kind of thing. There is a little more data in the JSON blob that I just haven't shown yet. But basically, this is a Chrome window inside of UT, so it's very extensible. We just have a small HTML file and CSS file. So if anybody's really familiar with HTML or CSS, it would help us out a lot if you could maybe volunteer to tidy this up a little bit and make it look less like Peter's first web page on US Cities.
Well, or experiment with different ways of visualizing the data. I mean,
That's
this is
how it's going to look, right?
You guys are going to be able to do a lot more cool things with how we visualize data. So, I mean, there's 2 parts to it, right? We've got a first preliminary version of what we're saving for stats, but this is really more of just a test of, I mean, Pete just put together some simple stuff just to prove the system out that we could save stats and so forth. And then there's visualization. And so, we want feedback from you guys on what stats we should be gathering, and over time we'll be adding and massaging those. And then also we'd love for you guys to jump in and start working on improving visualization and making it a more usable interface. And I mean, we also need to add the ability to compare stats to other people and stuff like that. So there's still a lot to do. And
I know that the UT community especially is all about stats, because we still have the UT 2004 stats up, and if the page goes offline for 5 minutes, I know about it, because people go back every day and they look at the games they played, the maps that are played, and everything. So
look at Pete answering questions online at the same time.
Everybody just wait for a minute.
There is such thing as he can't talk right now, and he's typing. Yeah, but and I know I do the same thing, with the games that I play, especially when I'm playing a competitive shooter. I'm always, going back and seeing what my stats are. And then I go, oh my gosh, I need to fix this, I need to fix that. So also with the pages themselves, I'm happy to work with you guys. I have some ideas too that what I would like to see for the look and everything. So, it would be great working with you guys to get this to get a little bit better look instead of what Pete did. No,
Well,
I'm
plus,
just
I
kidding,
mean,
Pete.
if we can get some people from the community to start just snowballing ideas, we can start getting an idea of what features that we need to implement to make those ideas happen, right? Do we need to set up backends so they can get to player information and profile pictures and that sort of stuff? And what type of interfaces we're going to need. So it would be really helpful to get people in the community who's going to be using this other than us to also start jumping in on
Yes,
this
for sure.
conversation.
Yeah, and anything you like to see, because I know a lot of people said, with the old stats they would write and they would say, hey, it would be really great if you would track this, it would be great if you track that. So let us know what you want us to track, and we can start working on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the idea is that since this is a web page, this will also live in UnrealTournament.com. You'll be able to go to UnrealTournament.com/FLAC and just see FLAC stats at any point.
Yes.
Well, one of the nice things that having the embedded browser will also allow us to do all of our player cards and everything like that is HTML, so that they can instantly be picked up for other forums. And if you're running a clan website and you want to show off your clanmates' cards, you can have it just by embedding our stuff right in there and pulling straight from us. So there's a lot of good area that I think we're going to go to with this.
Well, also back in the day, we had so many people, like Henrik, one of them, and Crotel, who did the web stuff, and they would like to be able to do stuff now. So if you guys are, web developer or web designers, and you want to start working on getting, stuff into the game, this is a good opportunity for people.
Yeah, and our goal is to use, this Chrome support for more than just showing stats. I mean, we'd also I expect we'll have a standard format for clan pages that then you can show in game, so that when you see somebody on the scoreboard, you click on their name, and if they belong to a clan, you can click on that, and it brings up a clan page with whatever, who's in the clan, what the clan's accomplishments are, and so forth. So we see that having this Chrome support gives us the ability to really leverage help from you guys in getting lots of different kinds of cool information displayed in game and out of game, right? Because once it's a web page, it can be and it can be shown in game. It can also be easily displayed on a regular web browser. So
yeah,
it's really exciting.
And I think it would be cool also if people can, as far as the hub goes, if they can look without going into the game and see what's going on in their hub or who's in their hub, stuff like that. So.
Down the line, but yeah, that's all. That's all stuff that we have planned for.
That wasn't a suggestion of mine. That was something somebody said in game. So. And Pete is once again answering questions.
He just can't let it go.
Okay, for those of us who aren't reading, what are we talking about?
Chromium, not Chrome. Sorry, people. So.
Chromium, Chrome, browser in the game. How about we just call it that?
Yeah.
So so what database is it going to be? So the people who aren't going to see the chat later and everything, how does this all fit together as far as database and everything?
Well, right now it lives on our MCP backend, which isn't exposed, but we're working with the engine team to try to get it exposed. We would like it to be generic enough that they can write it out to whatever stats database they want. Yeah. So if they run a server and want to write stats per that server or per a ring of servers or per hub, they're able to put it in their own database and store it off however they like.
Yeah.
Right.
Awesome.
So yeah, the plan is, so eventually, we're going to have basically several different levels of servers. So there'll be Epic's official servers. There will be trusted servers that are running basically standard UT by people that we trust, and then there'll be everyone else. Anybody will be able to run a server, and our official stats will be gathering for Epic and trusted servers, but we'll also allow people to gather stats themselves. So if you made your own game type, right, you can make you have the Chaos UT stats server, or your hub has a server. And frankly, that's I think something that people will find really valuable is also, in the smaller community. So a hub that you hang out at, there's a stats server for those, and you can compare yourself to your friends and the people you play with. So.
Yeah, we're talking totally localized for the hub too. I mean, stats, leaderboards, everything. We want you to be able to feel a part of the community, and that I think is the big way to bring that forward.
So give us some suggestions. Are we going to start a thread on the forum about this, or? Pete's like, what?
I think there are a lot of threads already going on the forums.
Okay.
Just jump in and start talking about it.
Or start a new thread. If you come up with your own CSS file that you think is cool, then post a screenshot and start a conversation about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you guys have to help because if not, it's going to wind up hot pink, and you're not going to be happy.
Actually,
See, that's
we
what
should have
you
made it
did.
hot pink to begin with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or purple. You know.
And then they would have went, oh my God, we must fix it. Because right now, actually, it doesn't look that bad. So it gives all the information you need. So we're going to, is there anything else that we want to talk about with the HTML?
No, it's just coming online, so we're just starting to get a handle on what we can do with it. And I know, for example, we want to do a lot of the in-game menu stuff with it, and where it's going to take us, we don't know yet, but I think it's definitely the power is there.
Yeah, well, it's how we plan to do all the, this kind of stuff, visualization, not interactive menus, but menus where we just want to show people information. It's also, I mean, the other thing, so in addition to being on web pages or in-game, it's also the launcher will have Chromium support, so it'll make it easy for people to just open up the launcher and be able to look at stats or look at all kinds of different information that we can provide there. And certainly that's the other thing is figure out what is all the variety of information displays that you'd like to have. I mean, we could have custom web pages per hub where you can bring up where they that's kind of where you have your message of the day and other custom information that you want to share about the servers you're running. I don't know, there's all kinds of stuff that I think this has huge potential both in terms of us being able to really quickly build nice visualizations of data in-game and also in terms of getting the community involved in helping us do that. It's going to be really cool.
It's going to be cool to be able to change message of the day on the fly too instead of downloading a file.
Yes.
Are you saying it was clumsy before?
Maybe a little bit clumsy, but that's why we have well, they're changed now, but the message of the days were, the old ones were always like months old.
It's just that PHP web
it would say
form
Merry
interface.
Christmas, and it would be in the middle of July. So, all right. So we're going to turn it over to Steve now, who's going to give us an update on what is going on with the project.
Well, I mean, I think the first few months of the project, we've made good progress in getting a lot of the basic systems implemented, and we still have a long ways to go. But I think we're getting close to, in terms of having a initial version of systems, most of the systems we need to get the game up and running, going. So there's still a lot of work to do in terms of polish, in terms of tweaking. We certainly haven't closed the door on anything. But right now, what we're going to be working towards early this spring is getting the game polished enough in various ways. From starting to get some of our what we're calling our vertical slice visuals, where we're kind of showing, in various areas what the visuals we're shooting for are, so that kind of set the bar for the community and your expectations for what this game is going to turn into. And what we want to do, and also we want to get our matchmaking, the hubs and so forth, polished enough that we're ready to start inviting a few more, and getting a few more people involved in the gameplay. Now, even when we do that, even as we start bringing more people in, that doesn't mean that we finalized, the weapons or the movement or anything. It just means that we want to be able to get a wider audience helping participate in playing the game and giving us feedback and helping us, go in the keep this game moving in the direction we want it to go. You can see, even I think in this week's build you'll see that there's new stuff over Christmas. I think Joe implemented a new scoreboard, which looks it's a really good start for.
So you did work too.
Going.
Yeah.
We'll have we've got the new stat stuff in that just came in recently. We've been working on networking. Bots are pretty good shape. There's still a lot of work to do with bots, but the biggest thing right now that we need to do is make them easier to use for a casual player, and also support a wider variety of skill levels. Right now, their aiming system isn't really suitable for less experienced players. We're going to keep working, like I said, on our matchmaking and getting our visuals, starting to get our visual bar set up, both so we can understand what we need to do to improve performance, and also kind of, like I said, kind of set the bar for the community in terms of to see what you can expect to see. We're going to be introducing in the next few months a early version of the marketplace, so we can start iterating on that and figuring out how that's going to work, and making sure that that's a system that really enables community contributors to create their own content and add-ons for UT and share them with everyone else. So it's going to be a really exciting year. I'm really excited.
Very exciting.
And I think you guys will see that now that we've got a lot of the basic functionality framework set up, that our progress is really going to start to snowball and pick up steam and get faster and faster. And so I'm really excited with where we're going to get to this year, and really appreciate your support and help. We really need you guys involved in play testing. Even if there's stuff that you're unhappy with or broken, you need to keep giving us feedback on bugs, on issues. When we try to make changes to various weapons, if it doesn't work out for you, we need you to really give it a serious go and give us feedback on what you liked and didn't like. We still are very much in the boat of needing your help to make this a great game. We also need people contributing. I'm updating the Trello board, the programming Trello board this week with an updated version of all the things that we're working on and where we're looking for community support. There's tons of stuff to work on. The game's also, we'd love to see people. I know there's, the Chaos UT team is working. We'd love to see other people starting on significant mod projects. We're, excited about, we've been checking out a lot of the levels the community's been building, and we're excited about where those are going. But that's another area where the community needs to help with testing and giving feedback to the creators of those levels on how to make those better. And so, help us help you make this game great.
We're also going to start planning out the streams a few weeks in advance.
Yeah.
So if you guys have any ideas of what we're probably either going to put up on Trello or the wiki, I'm not sure yet. But either one, then you can give us some ideas about what you want us to talk about, so we can help you guys develop more. So.
Cool.
All right. So that was a short one today. But Happy New Year once again, everybody. We're really looking forward to working with you. Tomorrow on the Unreal Engine stream, they're going to be talking about 4.7 and what's coming. There is a lot of exciting things going on. What were we talking about today? Something that's going to come into 4.7. I can't remember. It's going to be helpful. But anyway.
I don't remember.
Mike Fricker's going to be here. James Golding is here from the UK instead of going around on his little robot. And Ray Davis will also be here too. So make sure you join in with those guys tomorrow. And we'll see you next week.
See you later.
See ya.
See ya.
Thank you.